Yes. Look, it says right there. At this rate, by the time the Genshing, that'll give them the chance to take a look. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had... That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, so who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker.
Excuse us. We want to ask you
I gotta say, these newcomers aren't... My only complaint is, I guess they just need some time to...
They go out drinking.
You got that right. It rained after work today. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints.
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up! They're heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here, but, judging from the direction, I'm... Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown...
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Blackcliff Forge? They've got...
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at... To me, that says that whoever's behind this is...
Darn!
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different...
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the... Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way... When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's cop. I sent him to look into Zhiyi's regular contacts. Since Zhiyi likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a... I left him a note at Genshing Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an So, what did you find out it's...
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhiyi before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhiyi once bought a recipe.
What? That's news. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisher...
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish...
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hand... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhiyi, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially, tomorrow morning I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't... It looks like we're all here. Well then, I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with...
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking. Mingguo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough. And because of his personality, In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and after much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the...
What?
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being in my estimation. All three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future? And take...
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the...
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and...
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal...
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for...
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that... If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this
Also...
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of...
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being...
How the heck did he manage to shit? I guess Zhi didn't let us guard...
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired.
But... how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Xinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Xinyue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Could you explain to me how that works?
Our customers are free to dress however they please.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a...
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to...
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he...
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques. Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wineware set from you not long ago. We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice.
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality, just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in...
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue, I'm sure.
For this set, the wine glasses are...
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought.
Well, don't take too long.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand...
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay?
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Zhi went...
If so, it's no...
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to him. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself... No. This is a victory feast, held in honor of Zhi's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for Now where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. In which case, we don't need to change...
Great idea! So we just need to find out who
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic...
I'm well aware. But don't you see? Zhi is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going... Stick to your orders. And make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else, Jur-E
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of—
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice. I'll give. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one.
Oh no, we gotta go.
Let's go. If. This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
I trust you have packed ample food. Sooner we're done, the better. All right, let's go. Come with me. Chivalry will never die.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford...
Bombs away!
Time to act.
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Ambassador here to meet Ji. That must be the emergency access route, right?
Body and mind.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua.
Water's gone down.
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. The waters flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
The door is open! Let's go!
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Busted! Gotcha!
Wipe out!
Help! My dinner isn't out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Eyes on me!
Eat this!
Here comes the catch.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very finely... Come on, bottoms up.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoned. Come on, another round. Less talking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible... What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have...
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide... Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will...
Did you hear that? It was poison! What a nasty guy.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to...
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone... But soon, everything will be taken... I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people... Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous...
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as... heck, when you're not in the company of the
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand... How well this goes for us.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some...
Whoa, this is the good... Huh? Jur-E, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover... I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite...
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dot. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the... Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately.
Cherry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second in command.
What? How do you...
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor!
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. Sweet dreams, Mr.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite... I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and event...
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to... Nothing else you wanted to add?
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on... Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I...
Your point...
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my...
You still don't get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E. Clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this out of everyone in the world?
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Genshing Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professional. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be... Get some rest. See...
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen.
Dr. Baiju, is my father...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take... It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point...
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? Unfortunately for them.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes. The exhaustion seems to have...
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing... My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position, but...
You have my gratitude. People can change their law.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing...
Yes, to be quite honest. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if... I concluded that he had no old... In the end, even he... I never had any plans to recommend... I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all.
I have to admit, the intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as he chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kia. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on.
But that's still...
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine?
How is Jury now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law... Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested?
Yes, Jury's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch...
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yeon? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui... With Yusupov in our hands, and also we'd be able to get... Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all... Why else did you think I was...
So, okay.
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, but when we tried to make contact with Theo...
The Fatui must be...
I found out from other sources that the Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing...
I have to ask, Yelan. I remember you showed some interest a few days...
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. Although it'd still be a behind... All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian.
Come and have some hot soup, or you might just freeze.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Busted!
In the image of the wilderness.
Quietly now.
In the image of the wilderness.
Busted!
Where is the Pure Land?
No rest for the wicked.
Things are about to get dicey.
How was I so wrong?
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
One shall descend once again.
Is it time for me to join you?
No rest for the wicked.
Time to go!
sun shall descend once again.
Water will never disappear.
Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description. But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. but if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in...
I thought I heard something. Who are you and...
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, give otherwise, depending on your answer.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope...
So, are you also looking...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then, I'd like to see what he's up to and...
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Another test subject.
Yeah! I messed up.
Have a little taste.
Yeah!
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Water jet! Let's move!
Eat us! Eat us! I will end you. Let's not waste time, Brock.
To ashes!
This one's well done! I must collect myself. Roasted fried.
I object.
This one's well done. You need to hurry up!
Bombs away!
This first.
Water jet!
Let's not waste time. Use this first. This quickly! Roasted fried.
Ooh, it's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonia's church than Paimon realized.
Haven't won yet. Power that ended Python.
The frying pan into the fire. Melted away. Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly trails? What makes them so
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the...
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. But take a look at this specimen. In the cyclical lives of such...
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions? What a weird...
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have to... But back to the point.
We met a girl in Mondstadt.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during storm terrors... I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance... forgive me.
Whoa! You wanna...
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a... It's like you, in that it hit...
Well, if you're struggling to think...
I beg to differ, but you're not from the known world. By observing and
shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my... Time for a change of surroundings.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Yeah.